I am here to tell you that you're worthless, hopeless, and helpless. You are nobody and your existence means nothing. I will drain the energy and motivation out of you until you no longer want to go out of bed in the morning. I will affect every single one of your lives, whether it's from your loved one, such as your mom, your uncle, your best friend, or simply anyone you just care about. Or perhaps some of you experience me firsthand. I have killed many people each year. Day by day I kill, and I don't discriminate based on age, gender, race, color, or religion. Who am I? I am depression. I'm Ishkimusin to inform you, depression. 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 Depression is a psychological state that is hard to cure, hard to live with, and hard to endure. A dark, depressed person lives in a nightmarish world, darkened by pessimism and dulled by unwillingness to act. This devastating and destructive state has a negative impact on the individual. It distorts the world and substantially reduces the pleasure of living. It may lead to repetitive suicidal thoughts that can end in self-destruction. Experts estimate 5% of all teenagers suffer from depression. Unfortunately, only 20% of all teenagers are appropriately diagnosed and treated. The symptoms of depression, including memory impairment, slowed speech and movement, and loss of motivation, can be mistaken for those of senility or stroke. The treatment of depression is most successful when treated with a combination of medication, psychotherapy, stress management, and behavior modification techniques. One of the serious mental illness that teens struggle with is depression. There are various aspects as to why an adolescent may develop depression, including social, academic, family problems, as well as stress or past issues. However, if others recognize the warning signs, complications can be avoided and treatment can be obtained to overcome depression. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 10 men can expect to be diagnosed with depression in some point of their lives. They may not realize what they are experiencing are symptoms of a treatable illness. The success rate of reducing the symptoms of depression is higher than any mental or emotional illness. People experiencing depression may have thoughts on suicide. Well, studies show that depression underlies the majority of suicide. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death among the ages between 15 to 24. So in the past 10 years, there have been major development in the treatment of depression. So there are 3 types of depression: major depression, dyspnea depression, and bipolar depression. First, we have major depression. Major depression is the most severe case of depression that there is. The symptoms for major depression is like any other type of depression. To be majorly depressed, you don't have to be hospitalized or medicated. Lots of people get depression confused with extreme sadness. Well, depression is not a term just to be thrown around. It is a severe state of being. Second, we have dyspnea depression. It's a low-level case of depression that lasts up to at least 2 years or in most cases longer. The symptoms for dyspnea depression, or when people with dyspnea depression, when one is diagnosed, they are very resistant to treatment. So, although dyspnea depression symptoms are not as severe as major depression symptoms, they are still very important. So, people with dyspnea usually undergo a major depression episode sometime during their dyspnea period. Third, we have bipolar depression. Bipolar depression is also known as manic depression, is yet another type of depression. this type has very different symptoms than that of major depression or dyspnea depression. The symptoms for bipolar depression are having very high or very low mood swings. When one is diagnosed with bipolar depression, one day they can be extremely happy and the next in a very severe depressive mood. The sudden change in mood can happen over hours or over a period of time. So, depression is not a matter to take on lightly. It is not something to dismiss regularly, but to take to heart and find help. Hundreds of people commit suicide because of depression. So if you or know someone who is depressed, find help. Do not hold it in forever, for you may be liable to do the same thing. Thank you.